Are you searching for the most underrated restaurants in the San Fernando Valley? The kind of hidden gems locals don't want you to know about? Because today on Eat, Live, Love San Fernando Valley, we're uncovering some of the best places to eat in the San Fernando Valley. From a tucked away Middle Eastern grill in West Hills, to a no-frills deli in Canoga Park that locals swear by, to a sushi spot in Winnetka that might completely surprise you, the best empanadas in LA, and we're wrapping it all up with a classic Northridge neighborhood favorite that's been quietly delivering for years. And if you've been wondering where to eat in the San Fernando Valley or searching for a hidden gem restaurant in the San Fernando Valley that aren't all over social media, this is the episode you didn't know you needed. So this is our first stop, Al-Ha-Esh. Now, if you've ever searched for hidden gem restaurants in the San Fernando Valley, this is exactly the kind of place that usually flies under the radar. From the outside, pretty unassuming, nothing flashy, no big crowds, but what's inside is something you don't find everywhere. And this is Israeli BBQ, and it's 100% kosher. And that alone already sets it apart. We're talking about open fire grilled meats, bold spices, fresh salads, and flavors that are rooted in tradition. The kind of food that's meant to be shared, passed around the table, and experienced, not just eaten. And if you've been looking for kosher restaurants in the San Fernando Valley or authentic Israeli food in Los Angeles, this might be one of the unique spots you'll come across. But here's the real question. Is it just different, or is it actually one of the best hidden gems in the SFV? Let's find out.
All right, guys, there's a lot of food here we're going to be trying. I'm going to be starting off with the falafel in the pita. I just want to be able to show you this before I actually take a bite into this. Look how enormous this is. I have a feeling I'm going to have a problem here throughout. I don't even know how I'm going to get my jaws to be able to wrap around this food. All right, so there's 5 falafel balls here in this pita filled with salads, chili, you name it, and let's take a bite. Guys, so what stands out about the falafel here is, like we were talking about before with Sean, it really comes down to the ingredients that you use. Super soft inside, has that crunch that you want on the outside, and then combined with all the different flavors of the salads, the sauces. Oh my gosh, there's a wow factor here. This is probably some of the best falafel I've had here in Southern California, and this probably rivals some of the falafel that you would find in the Middle East. Guys, this is the merguez spicy Moroccan baguette. So you got the spicy sausage in here. This is the kosher equivalent of like a Louisiana hot link. You got the red hot sauce in here mixed with some cabbage, and let's dive in. All right, guys, after taking a bite of this, I have to say, I was pretty amazed. This is the first time trying this. You got the spicy sausage there. Again, the equivalent of like a Louisiana hot link. It kind of gets offset by that cabbage and some of the sauces in here, but you can feel the kick, and it's not overwhelming. It's not something that's very strong if you're a little more sensitive to spice. Got that red hot sauce here. Kind of adds a little bit of extra flavor, not just the spiciness when you take a bite out of it. Last and finally, this right here is your chicken shawarma inside the laffa bread. Okay, so we saw the chicken shawarma being prepared earlier, and so now we finally be able to taste it. There is so much food in this sandwich. It's amazing. I mean, again, between your hummus, tahini, your Israeli salad, so many different things, plus all the sauces here combined. So let's see if I can wrap my mouth around this bad boy. So I got mine with the green spicy hot sauce, and I gotta tell you guys, it definitely has some kick to it, but because I got so many other sauces in it, in between the cabbage, and remember the way they have it here, this red cabbage, it's almost like a coleslaw. So it really smooths out the intensity of the hot sauce that we got here. And then you can really taste the marinade of the flavors and spices on the chicken itself. So it doesn't just get washed away if you put hot sauce and sauces, if you add Israeli salad, whatever you might add to it, because the chicken is really good. Oh man, I'm gonna take another bite.
Next up, we're headed into North Hollywood, and this one might be the most unexpected stop on the entire list. If you've been searching for unique places to eat in the San Fernando Valley, or something that feels completely different from your typical restaurant, this is exactly that kind of spot. Because the Cahuenga General Store, at first glance, it doesn't even feel like a restaurant. It's got this old school general store vibe, nostalgic, a little quirky, and honestly easy to overlook if you don't know what you're walking into. And that's where it gets interesting, because behind that casual, laid-back feel, there's a food concept here that people keep coming back for. And we've been to so many places like this before, where the atmosphere is cool, but the food doesn't quite really live up to it. And that's not the case here. It's not just a fun concept. This is actually one of the best hidden gem restaurants in North Hollywood.
Guys, this is the Frankenstein sandwich at the Cahuenga General Store. So on a toasted bagel, got the turkey, the bacon, onion, olives, along with the mayonnaise and lettuce. Let's try it. All of it goes so perfectly well together. So you got the toasted bagel, of course, you got the boar heads meat, and something to remember here that all of their meats and cheeses that they use in their sandwiches comes from boar head. So you're getting high quality meats and cheeses. All right, so here at the Cahuenga General Store, this is a really fun place, really great, the Western general store like vibes. This prop store turned into a sandwich cafe. Again, you can get your coffee. They got some great smoothies. I have right now the coconut and ginger smoothie that's really delicious. So many different sandwich options.
All right, now we're in Winnetka. And let's be honest, when people search for the best sushi in the San Fernando Valley, Winnetka is probably not the first place that comes to mind. Most people are thinking Studio City, Sherman Oaks, maybe even going over the hill or Little Tokyo. But every once in a while, you're going to find a spot in a neighborhood you would not expect. And that completely changes that conversation. And that's what puts Moon Sushi on our radar. Because when you start hearing locals talk about a sushi spot like this, talking about freshness, the quality, consistency, the service, you really have to wonder, is this just a solid neighborhood go-to, or is this actually one of the most underrated sushi spots in the SFV? Now, from the outside, it's pretty low-key, nothing over the top, but sometimes that's exactly where you find the best food in a strip mall. And once the plates start coming out, you're looking at fresh cuts, well-balanced rolls, and presentation that feels like it belongs in a much more high-profile location. In fact, this is my kid's favorite sushi spot in the San Fernando Valley. So does it actually compete with some of the better-known sushi spots across the valley, or is it just a good local option? I would say it kind of fits the criteria for both.
I haven't eaten anything all day, and there's a reason why. Their food is absolutely delicious. So let's start with the black snapper sushi. Just put a hint of soy sauce just to give it a little extra flavor. I'll be honest with you, the sushi is such fine quality here that you really do not need soy sauce to add to your sushi. Wow, guys. Oh my gosh. The quality of the fish, the cut, unbelievable. It's really hard to believe that such a small little place here in the middle of Winnetka offers such great quality. Next up is the Neptune roll. So as we talked about before, the Neptune roll has the chopped variety of fish. You have the smelt egg, the cucumber, the sprout on top, of course, with the seared tuna served with the spicy mayo. Once again, you really do notice the quality of the fish here and how they're able to combine all the flavor from the seared tuna, from the spicy mayo, and just how it's able to be combined into one incredible bite. Last up, the Mercury roll. So the Mercury roll, you may remember, has the spicy albacore, the cucumber and sprout, topped with yellowtail and jalapeno, served with a ponzu sauce. Let's try it. Oh yeah. Now, I like spice to begin with. The jalapeno on top gives it that extra really nice kick. Really, really, really soft.
We're staying in Winnetka for the next place. Basically, we're just crossing the street. And this one's a little different. If you've ever searched for the best empanadas in Los Angeles, this place is gonna come up in that conversation, Johnny Pacific. And once you try them, you'll understand why. Because this isn't just one or two options, we're talking about a full lineup of empanadas, from savory to sweet, all baked, packed with flavor, and made in a way that keeps people coming back again and again. But what really sets this place apart is the variety. You can go classic, or you can try something completely unexpected. And either way, you're getting something that feels a step above what most people think of when they hear empanada. Plus, they make all their sauces in-house. And then there's the island skewers, that extra layer that it takes from just a quick bite to a full-on meal. You got bold flavors, the grilled options, and a menu that feels fun, approachable, and different from your typical Valley spot. And to top it all off, you can wash it down with a local brew.
This is the island-style skewer plate. And again, I got it with the spinach and cheese empanada. We're gonna get to that in a second. So I'm gonna pick this up. Just the right amount of tenderness, but tons of flavor. All right, here's the best part. The spinach and cheese empanada. Look at this, right there. Just wanted to break that open for you guys. All right, I love empanadas. So they have a lot of signature sauces. They all make everything here in-house. And one thing Johnny told me is that they serve over 500 empanadas a day. Just think about that. So their three most popular are gonna be their chimichurri, their chipotle, or their basil aioli. My personal favorite is the chipotle, so let's dunk it in. I don't know how in the world they do it, but they have a unique way of the crispiness and doughiness on the outside, plus with whatever you have filled in the middle. This is one of the best empanadas you're gonna find in Los Angeles. Of course, now you can wash everything down with the local brew here at Johnny Pacific. And if you haven't tried it before, the sticky rice is fantastic.
All right, now we find ourselves in Canoga Park at Basil's Deli. So this place is completely different than what we've shown you so far. Because if you're searching for an Italian deli here in the San Fernando Valley, or just a spot that consistently delivers, this is the kind of place locals will quietly recommend. Look how many 5-star reviews they have online. No hype, no trends, no over-the-top presentation, just really good food, and they give you a lot of it. And honestly, those can be the hardest places to find because they're not trying to go viral, they're just focused on doing things right day in and day out. We're talking about stacked sandwiches, classic comfort food, generous portions, and they definitely don't skimp on the food. The kind of place where you walk in once and it suddenly becomes part of your regular rotation. And that's really the question here. Is it just a solid Italian deli, or is this one of those hidden gems in the San Fernando Valley that people almost don't want to share?
So this is it, the Tuscan hot pastrami sub. I'll be honest with you, I've been waiting all day to dive into this beautiful sandwich. I'm just gonna hold it up for a second so you can actually see how much meat is actually on this sandwich. Let's take a bite. Like I said before, these guys don't skimp on the meat. There is so much meat in this sandwich. So many of the places that you go to, there's a lot more bread and there's not enough meat. Here, you do not have that problem at all. Then you take a look at the bread. And one of the things I like about the bread here is that it's slightly toasted, so you don't have that real crunchy feel to it. It's not soft, it's not too crunchy, it's just the right texture to it. And then you have everything else inside of it. You got the cheese. Like I said, I really like spicy food a lot. So you have the spicy chipotle sauce on it. It gives a lot of kick. But like everything else, like you normally would have, it gets even out by the cheese and the tomato. Overall, just a really good sandwich. And to be honest with you, everything on their menu, you cannot go wrong. So many different items to choose from.
All right, last stop, we're in Northridge, and this one feels like a true neighborhood staple. If you've ever searched where to eat in Northridge or the best breakfast and lunch spots in the San Fernando Valley, places like this are the backbone of the community. So this is Emle's. It's been around for years, and that usually tells you something right off the bat. Because in a place like the San Fernando Valley with so many options, spots don't just stick around unless they're doing something right. You've got that classic welcoming feel, a menu that covers everything from breakfast to lunch and everything in between, and the kind of consistency that keeps people coming back again and again. This is the type of place where regulars have their order and the staff recognizes faces, and it just feels comfortable the second you walk in. But here's the thing, just because a place has history doesn't mean it always holds up today. So the question is it a long-time neighborhood spot, or is this actually one of the most underrated restaurants in Northridge? I would argue it's probably one of the most underrated, even though a lot of people know about it. And the reason I know why, because this is the restaurant that my mom every single year demands we go to for her birthday.
Guys, I can't wait to try this. This is the waffle chicken sandwich, so let's immediately dive into this. So check this out, right? You got obviously the fried chicken, and the thickness of the waffle holds it all together. You got the spiciness and the kick of the chipotle sauce, but even down just a little bit by the coleslaw on it as well. So overall, just a really great fried chicken sandwich.
And that's the thing about the San Fernando Valley. Some of the best food isn't always in the places you would expect. It's tucked into small storefronts, hidden in plain sight, and usually recommended by someone who says, trust me, you've got to try this place. So from authentic Israeli barbecue in West Hills, to a one-of-a-kind spot in North Hollywood, to surprising sushi in Winnetka, to the best empanadas in Los Angeles, an Italian deli in Canoga Park that absolutely loads up your plate, and a Northridge staple that's been quietly delivering for decades. These are the spots that make the San Fernando Valley food scene what it is. So if you've been searching for hidden gem restaurants in the San Fernando Valley or wondering where to eat in the SFV, hopefully this gave you a few new places to check out or places to return to. And now I want to hear from you. What's a spot in the valley that you think is completely underrated? Drop it in the comments because there's a good chance we're heading there next, or maybe we've even featured them already. I'm Scott Himmelstein with Eat, Live, Love San Fernando Valley, and we can't wait to showcase the next episode to you.